The ongoing political crisis in Egypt has hit the once vibrant tourism industry hard, devastating a critical part of the country's economy. Egypt Air, the national carrier, has taken the brunt of the losses in the tourism sector. It's lost billions of dollars in annual revenue in the 2.5 years since the uprising that toppled former Egyptian President Hosni Mubarak 2 years ago. Before 2011, the pyramids of Giza and the Great Sphinx drew thousands of visitors a day, most bringing foreign currency with them. In better times, tourism accounts for around 11% of gross domestic product in Egypt. But the army's overthrow 2 months ago of Islamist Muhammed Mursi, the country's first freely elected president, and subsequent killing of over 1,000 protesters have frightened away all but the most fearless travelers. Egypt has also been in a state of emergency since mid-August after a security crackdown on Mursi supporters killed hundreds. Large parts of the country also remain under a nighttime curfew. The crisis is so severe that in Cairo, only 17% of hotel beds were occupied in July, compared with 53% a year earlier and 70% in July 2010. Tourism Minister Hissam Zazou says the drop in the number of visitors has a profound economic impact.
I believe that tourism is the driving force behind the whole industry, because the tourist is the passenger on the plane, the visitor to the temples and the museums. So if the tourism doesn't pick up, the whole system won't either.
Because of the security situation and the violence which broke out in July and August, many governments issued travel warnings and advised holidaymakers to stay away. And Egypt Air is feeling the loss. It's racked up 1.6 billion Egyptian pounds in losses since the start of the year. The airline has now cut ticket prices in order to boost sales. But as the political stalemate continues, it's unlikely that tourists can be convinced to choose Egypt over less risky destinations, despite its unspoiled coastline and the lure of its ancient wonders.